Hello everyone. Before I take up my lesson on grammar today, let us have a short talk on lifestyle tips for a healthy monsoon. Why healthy monsoon today? It is raining outside, so I thought to have lifestyle tips for you all. So first of all, during monsoon, what I believe that we have to strengthen our immunity. It is also a demand due to pandemic of COVID-19. So now question arises, how can we strengthen our immunity? So first of all, what I think, the first thing what we have to do is to start having balanced diet. Balanced diet in the sense that in our diet we have to include fruits, vegetables, cereals, green tea, lime tea, right? Because this is the time during monsoon that we need to, we have to say this is something that for pathogens to thrive, means this is time of bacteria, production of bacteria, germs. So it is need that we have to strengthen our immunity. We have to start intake of food that is rich in vitamin C. Vitamin C like means protein like sprouts, like soybean. We have to also increase fiber intake. Fiber intake in the sense like oats, like brown rice, barleys. Why? Because these things they help to clean our stomach and intestines, and that is also one of the needs during monsoon. Next, what we can do is that we have to switch to light cooking oil food, right? That is cooked in light oil, not deep fried. We have to avoid deep fried food during this season, during monsoon. And we have to also start using natural immunity boosters. What are natural immunity boosters? You might have heard from your grandparents, dada dadi ke nuskhe, nana nani ke nuskhe, right? That is neem, turmeric powder, honey, and cinnamon, and to some extent apple cider vinegar. But I won't suggest you. Why? Because apple cider vinegar to be used under physician's instruction, so that not to be used if you don't know much how to use apple cider vinegar. But other things, neem, honey, turmeric powder, cinnamon, they can be used. And kadha is the best during this time, right? Even you can use lemon with some pieces of ginger in morning with lukewarm water. It will clean your body. It will clean your stomach, your intestine. Next, you have to maintain your personal hygiene. Personal hygiene, you have to stay dry. Why? Because moisture and dampness also attract to the growth of infections, right? So we need to stay dry. We have to get our skin dry. Then we need to stay hydrated. Hydrated during monsoon, we feel less thirsty, fine, and so we do not consume water that is needed to our body. Why? Because body needs optimum amount of water. So we have to stay hydrated during this monsoon. And to spice up your diet, you can do the things like You can use ginger, you can use lemon, you can use honey in your diet. You can start your day, you can start by morning, lukewarm water, having some drop of lemon and then some piece of ginger, and then lunch with less oil, means cooked in less oil. By evening again use this kadha can be used. And lukewarm water must be in your regular diet. Why I am calling diet? Because lukewarm water improves our immunity in such a level that is beyond imagination. It helps to clean your stomach, to clean your intestine. If you wish to use apple cider vinegar, then apple cider vinegar, if it is raw and unpasteurized, it is better. Otherwise, I would advise you all that under physician's instruction only apple cider vinegar to be used. With this, let us move to today's topic on grammar. In next session, I would be coming with my talk on some other topic. Till then, goodbye. Hello everyone. Today, narration session 3. First session, we completed introduction. What is narration? What is direct speech? What is indirect speech? In session number 2, we saw what about if our reporting verb is past. Our reporting clause is in past tense. Now today we'll see what about if your reporting verb is either present or future. First of all, let me make you very clear at the very beginning of this session that reporting verb in future tense is rare case. It is generally not used. So all my viewers, they need not to take tension, they need not to take load of this, right? Only focus when reporting verb is either past or present. Future is the rare case. Generally there is no such statement made like he will say, because most of the time we start with whether they say or they said. From they said and they say, it means from past and present. Majority of the sentences in indirect speech go with past tense. Why? Because we always convey somebody's statement to somebody else. So we have to have a very good practice of when reporting verb is past. Right? So today here Ram says my mother was cooking then. You can see that your reporting verb, as discussed earlier, this is your reporting verb and Ram says is your reporting clause. So here it is present. So in case of your reporting verb is either present or future, then whatever sentences you have as a reported clause or reported verb, that cooking is your reported verb here. So whatever cases, whether it is present tense all 4 kinds, or it is past tense all 4 kinds, or it is future tense all 4 kinds, then it is very simple to understand that no change is made in tense. Please mind the word in tense. It means we need not to change the tense of this sentence. Here the speaker statement, it will go as it is, but other words like pronouns and all other words, they have to be changed accordingly. Example of indirect speech for the sentence given here. Ram says my mother was cooking them. Ram says that his mother. So this is the change, but I am not changing the tense of the sentence. So Ram says that his mother was cooking them. You can see that this is past continuous tense. In indirect speech also it is past continuous tense. Structure number 6. So, if your reporting verb is present or future, it is very simple to learn. It is very simple to keep in mind that we need not to change with tense. In these cases, the only case when your reporting verb is past that we discussed in last session, there only sentences are changed with tense. Once again, I suggest you all that after writing these sentences and changing this from direct to indirect, better if you keep on speaking loudly. Until you start speaking loudly, you cannot get a good command over language, whether it is English or Hindi or Urdu or Japanese or French or whatever language, right? We have to speak or we have to read loudly. Why? Because this is a indirect but perfect way of getting command over language. So this is all from narration in 3 sessions, and in next session I would be coming with some more topics on grammar. Till then, goodbye.